Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the latest Stable Diffusion Automatic 11.11 version 1.6. The primary advantage of Stable Diffusion is its cost-effectiveness when compared to commercial alternatives. It's completely free to use, meaning you won't need to spend a single penny, and it operates locally on your computer. Please note that this guide is intended for Windows PCs with NVIDIA cards. You can use it with 4 GB video RAM, but it works best with 16 GB or higher video RAM. You can find all the links to the resources I used in this video in the description below. If you have any questions, make sure to watch the entire video and check the links provided in the description. If your question remains unanswered, please feel free to leave a comment below. Let's now proceed with the installation process. To get started, ensure that you have the correct version of Python, which is Python 3.10.6. The latest Python versions may not support certain features, so it's important to use this specific version. You can download it from the link provided below. To download, scroll down. Click on Windows Installer 64-bit. Once the downloaded file is finished, double-click it. Make sure to select the Add Python to Path option during installation. This step is very important. Then click Install Now and finish the installation process. After Python is installed, we'll need to download Git. You can also use the links provided below. Choose the 64-bit Git for Windows setup. After the downloaded file is finished, double-click the Git installer file. In the installation wizard, click Next to continue. You can leave all the settings at their default values. Keep clicking Next, and then Install until the installation process is complete. Now that we have successfully installed the prerequisites for Automatic 11.11, let's proceed to the Stable Diffusion Automatic 11.11 GitHub page. Once you've reached the Stable Diffusion Automatic 11.11 GitHub page, navigate to the Releases section and look for version 1.6. Scroll down to find the Assets section. There are 2 files available. Select the zip file that contains the source code. Click on the selected zip file to start the download. Once the download is complete, create a folder in your preferred location where you want to install Stable Diffusion. For example, you can name the folder A1111. Extract the contents of the downloaded zip file into the A1111 folder. This will ensure a smooth installation process for Stable Diffusion Automatic 11.11. Now, let's visit the Civit AI webpage to download the model. Utilizing a community-trained model can significantly improve the quality of your generated images. Here are the steps to follow. Choose a model that aligns with your preferences. You might want to start by exploring some of the highest-rated models of all time. Some excellent options include the Dream Shaper and RAV Animated Model. These models are user-friendly and capable of producing high-quality images. Let's go with the Dream Shaper model. Click on the download link. After the download is complete, go to A1111 folder. Open your Stable Diffusion Web UI folder. Locate the models directory. Open the Stable Diffusion folder. You might also find a text document named Put Stable Diffusion Checkpoints here. Let's place the downloaded model files in the specified location. Please be aware that these model files can be quite large, as they can quickly consume a significant amount of your computer's hard drive space. This is especially important if you intend to experiment with multiple models. Before we begin with Automatic 11.11, return to the Stable Diffusion Web UI folder. Locate Web UI-User, Windows Batch File. Simply right-click on it and select Edit. This will open a text document where you can modify the command line arguments. To enhance your Stable Diffusion generation, follow these steps. Add a space, followed by 2 dashes. Type xformers. This will make your generation faster. Additionally, add --no half VAE to reduce the occurrence of distorted images and black outputs. After you've made these adjustments, click Save. This configuration will help improve the stability and output quality of your Stable Diffusion process. To start using Automatic 11.11, go back to the root folder of Stable Diffusion Web UI and execute the Web UI user Windows batch file. When you launch Automatic 11.11 for the first time, it will begin downloading various files. A process that typically takes around 10 to 15 minutes on faster PC. There may be moments when it appears as though the process has paused or crashed. But simply be patient and allow the process to fully complete. Keep in mind that the duration of the installation and setup process may vary depending on the speed of your system and your internet connection. Once all the necessary downloads and installations are finished, Automatic 11.11 will automatically open in your default web browser. So, this is how the interface currently appears, and it closely resembles what we've encountered in previous versions. In the lower section of the interface, you'll notice that you are running Stable Diffusion Automatic 11.11 version 1.6. To create our first image, I'll guide you through the sample settings that I used for generating it. On the upper left corner of the user interface, you can access the Stable Diffusion checkpoints or models that we would like to use. Below that, you'll find various tabs, and the initial one is labeled Text to Image. Please select that option. Now, moving further down, there is a positive prompt field where you can input some text. The model will generate an image based on the text you provide. I'm going to type into the positive prompt: Disney castle on a sky island, high mountain, blue sky, river, green field, colorful flowers, dusk, full frame object, masterpiece, highly detailed, high quality. Below, you'll find our negative prompt box, where you can enter text to specify elements you want to exclude from your generated image. I will type into the negative prompt: NSFW or not safe for work, watermarks, logo, low quality, worst quality, blurry, pale. Keep in mind that the more descriptive and detailed your input, the better the image output is likely to be. Scrolling down further, you'll come across the sampling method options. There are various choices available, each with its own advantages. Some popular methods include Euler Ancestral or Euler A, which offer excellent results and are among the fastest options. Another noteworthy option is DPM++2M Keras, known for generating photorealistic images. For our current setup, let's select the default sampling method DPM++2M Keras. Additionally, you have the option to configure the number of sampling steps. This parameter essentially determines how many iterations the image will go through before you receive the final result. Generally, a higher number yields better image quality, but it also requires more computational time. For now, we'll keep it at the value of 30. Below, you have the option to select the width and height of the output image. It's important to note that larger images will require more processing time, while smaller ones will generate more quickly. For this demonstration, let's stick with the default settings of 512 by 512 pixels. On the right side, you can adjust the batch count, which determines how many images you want to generate as part of the output. For now, I'll choose to generate just one image. Below the batch count, you can also modify the batch size. This parameter determines how many images are processed simultaneously. Be aware that setting a higher batch size may require a faster computer to handle efficiently. I'll set it to 1. Further down, you'll come across an option called CFG Scale. This setting determines how closely Stable Diffusion should match the prompt you entered earlier. If you increase this value, the model will adhere more closely to the prompt, while lowering it will allow Stable Diffusion more creative freedom. For our demonstration, let's leave it at the default value of 7. Now, at the bottom, there's something called the seed. By default, it's set to -1. Which means that every time you generate an image, you'll receive a different one. However, if you set it to a specific number, such as 1000, you'll consistently get the same image when you rerun the process. For now, I want the generated images to be entirely random, so I'll keep it set to -1. Ensuring that each generate click results in a different image. Now, let's click on Generate and see the outcome for this prompt. In just a few moments, we'll have our completed image. And there you have it. These are the images that have been generated based on the settings and prompts we provided. As you can see, almost all the descriptions we type in the prompt box appear in the image. Alright, everyone, if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.